line for Team Austria. On goal, number 30, David Kicker. Defense, 41, Mario Altman, and 22, Stefan Ulmer. And forward, number 17, Manuel Ganas, 27, Thomas Untergrund, and number 3, Peter Schneider. And the starting line for Team Czech Republic. Goalkeeper number 33, Pavel Manzou. Defense number 3, Arthur Budas. And number 8, Igor Sula. And forward, number 71, Thomas Hika. 98, Martin Becker. And number 18, Dominic Krummerly.
It is day 11, IIHF World Hockey Championship. Monday night, just after 8 p.m. in Copenhagen, as we look at the starting goalies. Pavel Francouz gets the start for the Czech Republic, 3-0 record. And David Kicker, at 24 years of age, in his first World Championship, in his first Men's Worlds. He played in qualifying, in that qualifying tournament for Pyeongchang, and now he gets to start tonight at Royal Arena. So the Czechs have won 4 straight in the group. Mike Johnson, as you mentioned, locked into that 3rd spot. Austria knows they're not going to be relegated. So what are you expecting? Interesting dynamics to tonight's game.
Well, you'd probably get a game that's pretty free, offensive. Both teams don't really have much to play for, but fun and enjoyment and some competitive nature. So maybe not quite as tight checking, I can hope, and free-flowing and some offense.
The captain, Hunter Fun, right off the draw, fires, and Francouz his first stop with Schneider right on the doorstep in the opening seconds of this hockey game.
And Captain Hunter Fun has had a nice offensive tournament for himself and test Francouz early. I do think for Pavel Francouz, this game does matter in that the fact that he gets it is a sign that he will be the starter in the quarterfinals. Play the last game, get a couple days off, and then play in the elimination round.
Nice shot from Schneider with a steal, gets it down low as Ratko Gudas behind his own net. With Netchas, Gudas stick handling. Works it up for Haika. Sent in, shot, didn't get through. Rebound in front, scores! The trailer, Thomas Haika following up top, and it's 1-0 Czech Republic.
Well, that didn't take long. They finally started a line other than Krejci and Pasternak, and they reward the coach with a goal 31 seconds in. Kubalik pokes it loose after the block shot on Altman can't be recovered. And good heads up play here to spot it and recognize Haika's driving the far post. Let's poke it over there, and he's beating his Czech Hunter Fun to the back door to go poke it past Kicker. Tough start.
Great start, Mike. A 6th round pick of the Kings in 2012. Had 10 NHL games with the Vegas Golden Knights this season. And what a start. In the first 30 seconds of the hockey game, the Czech Republic with a 1-0 advantage. As Ganal in a battle in the near wall. So some jump early in the fans for the Czech Republic. We saw a few of them outside getting ready for the game. Bouncing puck in front of Francouz. As Hoffer skated right by it, took a swing at it, couldn't get the puck. A nice start for the Czech faithful. And there is David Pasternak. 2-goal performance. He's got it backhand, and he whistled that high and wide. And 2 goals in his last game against France. Another shutout win for the Czech Republic. Interesting, Mike. So they're rolling in the tournament, 4 straight wins. Yet after this game, which won't be a tough test, at least on paper, they got some time off before the quarterfinals.
Yeah, their tournament was front-end loaded, where they played the tougher teams early, the softer ones late. But I think at this point, the guys are engaged in the tournament. I don't think there'll be a letdown or there'll be a surprise when they get to the level of competition that will come in the quarterfinals.
Look out, Cervenka. Fires, rebound, and this time David Kicker covers up as Roman Cervenka, former Calgary Flame, a good shot on net.
That's where you get skating off the puck is worthwhile. Hunter Fun has inside position on Heika, but he keeps his feet moving, gets going quicker. And as Hunter Fun starts staring at the loose puck, Heika beats him to the far post for the easy tap in because he kept his feet moving in the neutral zone.
Tomas Plekanec wins the draw, back to the point. Long drive, kick, save, rebound. Kicker kicked that away. Plekanec dished it near circle. But Tito unable to pick it up. Horak does. Fires it in. Tito. Soft little dish behind the net with nobody there. Pretty good opportunity for Hito to play on a line with Tomas Plekanec as that's whistled wide.
Yeah, Roman Horak is an offensively inclined player. Even when he was playing on the fourth line, Horak saw power play time. So yeah, Hito's playing around some experienced veteran, pretty good players.
Long shot deflected in front, goal. Nice tip, and we just talked about him. Philip Hito, nice hands on the first round draft pick of the Rangers in 2017. He makes it 2-0.
I guess that's why Hito plays with those guys. Get some easy offense. As he grabs his first of the tournament. Nice 4-on-3. Krejci pulls up and throws this one right where only Hito can touch it. It's gonna go to the corners if Hito doesn't grab a piece of it, but head up the whole time, puts it right on the stick, and that is an excellent high slot tip out of the air to redirect it with that kind of accuracy. Very impressive from Hito.
Big smile. Yeah, that's awesome. One of the younger players, Mike, in the tournament, just 18 years old.
It's his first World Championships.
Yep.
It's his first World Championship men's goal. It's a memory.
9 games with the Rangers in the NHL, and likely more to come next season as the young man gets his feet wet here at the World Championship. So a 2-0 lead, and Anthony Beauvillier, former first rounder, him and Barzell went in the same round, first round to the Islanders, teammates of Team Canada. And now a 1-0 lead over in Herning, over the Latvians. And as mentioned, Canada still with an outside shot of finishing second in their group.
They got to run the table and then hope for a little help when the Americans play Finland tomorrow night. I'm not sure second or third. Second, well, I guess would get you the Czechs in Herning. Third would get you Sweden or Russia in Copenhagen.
Back pass to the forehand, shot just wide as the Czech Republic relentless. David Krejci, him and Pasternak, the Davids dynamic. Long stretch pass across in front. Oh, kicker, the kick stop. Pasternak in alone, and kicker, give him credit. He fought, made the stop. Cedric pass in front. And talk about pressure. Krejci, Pasternak, this line, Jaskin. Dangerous. Back up to the blue line. Work down low as Jaskin works in front of the net. Pasternak battling for the puck. Wins that puck battle. Pasternak, so tough to knock off the puck. He continues to battle and eventually takes 2 guys. Stolen again in the skates as Jaskin is helping out his teammate. And finally thrown up ice. Michael Raffel, 1-on-2. As the Philadelphia Flyer came over late as well to this tournament. Obviously a nice addition, and for the Austrians, staying up, so key in this championship.
They've achieved their goal. They've had a chance to reward themselves with some time off and perhaps a little socializing and celebrating because they've done something pretty good.
2 shots on kicker, he swallows it up.
Last time a team was promoted from the D1A and did not get sent down, it was 2008, 10 years ago, and Austria has done that. And now they're playing the Czechs, who are dancing around the offensive zone. You mentioned good quick legs of kicker and recognizing that puck gets past him. That's in the back of the net from Pasternak.
Obviously a thrill for kicker too in his first action at the World Championship, but pretty tough test.
Yeah, he's in tough. The danger is for a team that has accomplished what they set out to, and it's a major accomplishment for Austria, should not be taken for granted. If you're not ready to play against a team better than you, it can be a difficult game.
Zwerger will dump it into the backhand, and his teammates changing behind him.
Even at their very best, this was going to be a difficult game for Austria. If they're anything less than that, it gets worse from there.
Libor Sulak stretches it up ice. Into the corner they go. Bouncing puck in front to the slot. Shot mechanics didn't get through as Hedel set him up. And eventually chipped it to neutral ice, and Spanring chasing after Mechanics. Obrist goes to the net. Obrist in front, shot, and slides it through the crease. Schumnig whacks at it. Puck comes behind the net and sent up ice. More dancing back at Hedel again. A little more jump in his step.
Well, that's what happens. You score a goal, somehow it manages to go right to your legs and to your hands. Boost of energy, some confidence, and now you're handling it cleaner and making more quality plays. Dangerous combo on a skilled player like Hedel.
Franzus out to play, the other first rounder of 2017 out of the ice. Netjas following up that shot, and Netjas was driving in, hoping for a rebound out of Kicker. As the shot let go by Kubalik. 2-0 Czechs. Netjas, 12th overall pick of Carolina in 2017, out to take the draw. Still does that little twirl before he takes the face off. He's still doing it.
It only works good if you win the face-off, though. You can't be twirling your stick and losing them all.
Canal picks it up. Canal, wraparound try in front, right through the crease, but nobody there. And again, the Czechs, led by Netjas with speed. Here comes Netjas, around the net, throws it back. Chipped down low by Patrick Peter. Netjas gets there first. Long shot, kicked aside by Kickert and swung back up to the point. To Netjas behind the net. The Peter Forsberg move to bump his man out of the way using the hips.
He gave him the cold shoulder.
Gotta protect the puck, that's one way to do it.
Next time Vivaros goes to run after him, he'll slow down a little bit. Amazing what that'll do to get you an extra little fraction of a second.
By the way, Vivaros' dad, Emmanuel, congratulations.
Yes.
Swift Current just winning the WHL Championship, first time in over 20 years, so they're off to the Memorial Cup. Vivaros born in Edmonton, obviously got to be pretty proud of his dad for what he accomplished. Memorial Cup in Regina this year.
The late night for Vivaros, up late watching his dad's team against the Western Hockey League playoffs.
His dad, Emmanuel, a draft pick of the Edmonton Oilers back in the day. Probably a late night for Austria after finding out that they're staying up with the big tournament.
Well, and it should be.
Pasternak steps in, swings it across, shot, stopped, and Kickert for a second. Didn't know if he had the shot from Krejci, but he did.
Squeezes it underneath the skate. Kickert takes some water. It looks like you're going to be in for a bit of a night. As Pasternak kicks it back to his Boston teammate. He gets a lot on that shot. Tries to go underneath the pads. Kickert just squeezes it.
Pasternak led the Czechs in scoring at last year's Worlds, coming over here late and has a pretty good chance to do it again. As the net comes well off.
It's amazing what quality will do. David Pasternak, such a gifted offensive player, and coming off a disappointing end to his playoff run, flying overnight. None of that matters. You can jump right in, play with anybody they want. I don't know where Michael Repick thinks he's going. There is a post there.
Well,
he's keeping his eye on the puck anyways.
Maybe the Czechs were out last night late too.
He's driving the far post no matter what.
The post is usually going to win.
Listen, coach said go to the far post, Brian. I just do what I'm told.
Well, we've seen it all so far this year's World Hockey Championship, that's for sure. All right, the net is set. Face off outside the zone. That was pretty funny. Fox still waved out the face off.
You know he's going to hear it on the bench. No, on the bench he's going to take it. Very hard.
Not as hard as that post did. Shot it tight and turned aside as Faxa back on the move. Zwerger starts the play up for Austria. Zwerger, couple goals in this tournament, and look out, a chance the other way. Faxa tries the pass across, couldn't find Cervenka. They'll get another chance. Faxa behind the net, Repick out front. Slings it across, Repick. Down low, Cervenka. Cervenka meets him in front. Faxa again, part of circle. Cervenka fires, and he had an open net, but he fired it high. Rockewald knocks that down and swings it to the far wall. Radko Gudas, quick to get it right back in. As Faxa on the move, in front, Cervenka again. Two good looks the captain found on that one.
Cervenka, like any good goal scorer, immediately checks his stick after those two missed opportunities because it's never the shooter's fault.
Logar, slick pass in front, shot, glove down. And one of the best looks so far, but Pavel Francouz stopping Obrist. And you have to think, Mike, Pavel Francouz has to be the guy going forward. David Riddick looked really good as well. They both had good numbers, but you got to think that Francouz would be the guy.
Well, getting the start today would be a pretty good indication. Get him a little bit of work before 2 full days off. The Czechs are one of the 2 teams along with the Austrians who will not play tomorrow in Group B, so they'll have tomorrow off. Wednesday will be a travel day, going to Herning, and then they'll play Thursday. But doesn't want to have the 3-4 days between starts for Francouz.
Herning, about a 3.5 hour or so train ride west. Great city, about 50,000 people. I spent a few days there covering Team Canada. Great atmosphere over there.
Wait for tomorrow night when Denmark plays Latvia for the final quarterfinal position.
Thomas Plekanec starts the play, accepts the pass back. Plekanec, Edel. Horak parked in front. Edel, back pass, but kind of in a tough position as, unfortunately, Hronek is in a tough spot. The other way, shot, kicked aside. Only the 3rd save so far for Francouz, who has not been the busier netminder. As Edel plays it back, turnover there. And a nice job by Peter Schneider. Schneider continues to work. Ganal fires wide. As Ganal, Schneider, and Hunter Flint, the captain, the top line for Austria. Ganal again steals it, but it comes out of the zone, so a little bit of pushback here from the top line. Hunter Flint was offside. He's got to check up, and he skates back in. Through the midway point of this first period, and Netchas gets tripped up at center ice by Raffle, and that should do it for a penalty, tripping. So the Czechs on the power play when we return to Royal Arena.
He wants to do this penalty. Number 12, tripping.
welcome back inside Royal Arena. So for Austria, that win over Belarus ensures they stay up in the big tournament. They won the D1 tournament last year in Kiev, Ukraine. Coming up next year in Slovakia, 2019, Great Britain and Italy. And Korea relegated in the other group as well over at Herning. So that's a situation for next year.
Belarus being the big surprise, and Austria beating them in their one big game, last game, 4-0, to secure the berth in the first division, the first pool.
So the Czechs on the power play. Michael Raffel in the box for tripping. And away we go. Pasternak slings it across. Shot kicked aside by Kickert as the Boston Bruin connection working early. Krejcik and Pasternak, and what an initial game they had. And look out, a short-handed chance, and hauled down. In tight was Hadum. In front, Hadum again, drives it. Franzus to stop.
Hadum just has to touch that puck, and Rockenwall's got a breakaway from center. I don't know what he's doing trying to stick handle it. Just pass it up the middle. Let's get into it.
What a chance. Pasternak, cross ice. They've seen that movie before. The Krejci, so it's knocked down by Hadum. Netjas, here's Circle, back to the point. Pasternak. Circles around, continues to work, zips it up top. Point shot, knocked down in front, and kept in just in time. It's Hronek. Pasternak, oh, dangling to one knee, and then stripped to the puck as Pasternak was looking for the highlight of the night.
That's as common as just stick handling down the ice is for most players for David Pasternak. He loves the drag through his feet move. He sells the shot. It works on all kinds of defenders. Pulled it off right there on Ulmer.
Aika starts the passing play as Kubalik back to Sulak, who just kept it in, or did not, as it came out.
Good defensive play here by Odom. But watch where number 9 is in the middle. So once he chips it by here, just poke with your open hand to the open part of the ice. Just poke it on the first touch. And Rockenwall is set to go for a breakaway, but because you're trying to skate with it, you didn't know, you didn't realize in time. The play breaks down with a good back check from Hronek.
30 seconds to go in the power play as Sulak fires it in. Faksa racing behind the net at the far wall. Faksa and Haika. And Sulak can't keep it in, so Austria able to change up. Sulak's back to touch it. Always love play-by-play, Mike, when you just got a go-to guy with the flow behind the helmet. You
Can't miss him. Yeah.
Haika. Time winding down to this power play. Sulak fires, looking for the tip. Couldn't get it. Swung back to the near wall. In front, shot deflects. As Kubalik. Pretty good look in front as the penalty comes to an end. Faksa swings it up top. Gudas shot off the skate and into the netting as the Czech Republic unsuccessful on that power play, but enjoying a 2-0 lead.
Some pretty good looks in front at different times in that power play. Kubalik maybe the best one, but that puck is rolling and eventually blocked by Schlacker. Puck was bouncing around a little bit in that first power play. New arena. First time the ice has been down was for this World Championship, so there have been some ongoing concerns about puck laying flat late in the game, late in the day.
Started building Royal Arena back in 2013, opened up last year, a Metallica concert, officially cut the ribbon on it.
It's a great rink though. Beautiful and clean and big, and concourse is all of it.
About 13,000 just under for hockey. We've got a number
rink.
of sellouts. Yeah, it's
right next door.
Very nice spot to have for sure. Zaltman sends it up ice. Franzus settles it down, and the Austrians changing. Just over 6 minutes to go in this first period. Pasternak, 4 goals already in the tournament, looking for more. Drives in, fires, went to go short side. And I think Kicker knocked the head off. We'll get another look, but
he did. I don't think it was on purpose though. Pasternak was trying to slip that short side just over top of the shoulder and the post of Kickert, and Kickert's right shoulder gets up against the net trying to make a save, sealing the post. Nothing wrong with this one, as he's got to get right up against it. Pasternak trying to bank it in off the head of Kickert. At just 6'2", his head probably won't, or shoulders won't get all the way to the crossbar. So there was a little gap there. one of the common places now the NHL guys like to shoot. That short side, as goalies get down on a knee, getting ready to push across the net, they like to try to bank them in basically off the side of your head. And Pastrnak, a smart offensive player, tried to do just that. We take a look at how very quickly the Czechs got out to nothing. Ito with the tip on Krejcik's shot. That is just gorgeous stuff there, and no chance for any goalie. Kicker can't spot until it's past him. And Ito's first ever World Championship goal. Gets him smiling. And so don't say this game's meaningless, because for him, it means a lot. Great opportunity, great moment for him.
So then a set face off the left of Kicker, controlled and nearly
look out.
Fired in Patrick Peter. I mean, one way to get a goal, but that's really not the way. As Patrick Peter rings it off his own bar.
It's happened to Dan Boyle, scored in his own net in the playoffs. It happens.
Krejci setting up Pastrnak. Gaskin going to the net, as is Krejci, and Pastrnak, one of his poorer passers of the tournament thus far, as it was picked right off. Franzus gloves that down, and Krejci starts back up. Here's Krejci. Dangling in, putting on the brakes is Stanichka. They'll drop it off. Backdoor pass. Nice dangles behind the net. In front, Pastrnak fires, and that is stopped.
Wow, just having fun out there. 46 and 88 for the Czechs.
They can dangle. Pass back into neutral ice area. Nobody home for the Czechs. The Austrians will pick it up. And Utenwerger works it back. Stretched up ice. Little bit of space. Shooting again. Fires, and a good stop from Franzus. Off the side of the net and picked up by Haika. Netjes. Netjes to Haika. Then he goes towards the net. Swings it behind the goal line to the far wall. Rode takes the shot, fires off a skate into the corner. Haika battling with Clemens Utenwerger. Palmer, Utenwerger battling behind the net. Back to the point, but a nice job and tipped out of harm's way by Patrick Spannering, who had a great opportunity on that rush. Patrick Spannering also in his first men's Worlds. That was arguably the best chance for Austria in this game. Is Canal just out of his reach. Gudas has it and chips it along the near wall. Gets the pass back. Faksa wanted Repik right over his stick. We're under 4 minutes to go in the first period. Roman Jermenka had one great season for the Calgary Flames. Wheels over the blue line. Jermenka passed across, backdoor shot, and whistled wide over everything by Faksa. Faksa back behind the net. Zulak, nice job to cut off that clearing attempt and shovels it towards the net. And just as fast, Mario Altman moves it out of the zone. Jansen tight for Repik. Shot off the stick. Play continues behind the net. Repik, near circle, up to the point. Baltic shot tipped. Kicker, one bounce. But he's able to glove it down with Faksa. Nice tip in front as the Czechs lead. Welcome back to Royal Arena. Czech Republic, it's 2-0 lead. in our feature game over Austria. Canada still leading 1-0 over Latvia, over in Henning. Face off to the left of Kickert, controlled by the Czechs. Puck swatted to the near wall. Patrick Peter works it up ice for Schlacker. Schlacker gets it up to Merritt over his stick as Fabio Hoffer was watching things closely. It's fired all the way down the ice, and David Kickert will play it. Bit of an adventure behind his net, but his teammates help him out. Edel gets upended, knocked down by Schlacker in front, and sent away. Little breakaway chance to the backhand, and unable to get a shot was Michael Raffel. He was tied up just enough, and no hand goes up. As Michael Raffel had a little bit of space, but no chance. Hoffer spun off the puck. Raffel to Hoffer. Kamarick weaves in. Kamarick down low in front. Kamarick fires, scores! What a nice passing play. Kamarick buries, and it's 2-1.
Nice give and go for Kamarick. And he has had a really good tournament. We've spoken about him in previous games. Excellent speed. He gets Krejcik spinning. Buchanan steps up and does not get to the net with him, and he's able to take the return pass from Hoffer. Klaus Buchanan's right here. If you're going to make a switch, then you got to handle Kamarick going to the net. He waves at the puck, lets it get past him, and that is way too easy for Kamarick to cut the lead to 2-1. And in a period where the Austrians have not been very good, being down just one is not too bad at all.
So Konstantin Kamarick, a little bit of life here for Austria. Rockenwald drives it behind the net. Picked up by Hronek. Tries to shovel it out of the zone. It is kept in. Long shot. Steered aside by Franzus. Almer was chasing after it. Swatted down in the neutral ice area. Under 2 minutes to go as David Pasternak has Jaskin driving towards the net. Krejci. David Krejci in, dangling. Nearly stick-handled himself a goal.
Czechs right now have to be careful of taking the Austrians too lightly. They know they're the way better team. Austria is probably not on top of their game right now. But you can't be so casual you forget to try to play. I mean, the overpassing is getting to be a little bit much.
Vogler in. Fires high and missed by a few feet. As Obrist plays the body at the far wall.
You know, wait till you're up by 4 or 5. Then if you want to try to pass the puck in the back of the net, coach won't like it, but at least you're up 4 or 5. You're up 1 right now.
Obrist again. Centering pass in front. Another cross pass. Oh, what a stop, Franzus! Just got across and closed the door. Back the other way. Netjas plays pass. Drives behind the net. Netjas, Sulak, one-timer, tipped in front, stopped. As Kicker made the stop. Haika, nice redirect in front. Haika's back on it. Tries the centering pass. Haika behind the net. Swung back to the point, but picked up and Spannering. Long dump in, they'll go off for a change. Well, Franzus getting a workout in before the quarters. A couple nice saves, slow early. Of the Austrians turning it on. It's Sulak over the blue line. Long shot, Kicker. Had a little trouble with it. Centered and all the way down the ice as Ratko Gudas has to hurry with Ganal racing in. As Gudas touches up. And not enough time to get down the ice, but Konstantin Kamarick buries one. As you see the replay, that hits the side of the net. Spattering the setup man. As that just hit the post. Czech Republic leading 2-1. Your intermission with Mark Rowe and Bob Aaron. Welcome back inside Royal Arena just after 9 p.m. on a Monday night. Day 11, IIHF World Hockey Championship. 3 goals in that opening frame. Filipino, Thomas Heika, and Konstantin Kamerek answering for Austria. Austria's best modern-day finish of this tournament was 8th back in 1994. They have 2 bronze, one way back in 1931 and 1947. They won't find the podium this year, but they do stay up. And they're giving the Czechs a battle here with play underway in the second period as Franzus out to play it.
It was offside as the Austrians were trying to stretch out the zone and maybe catch the Czechs on a break. We've already saw a couple very near breakaways for Austria, and that has as much to do with the Czech Republic kind of falling asleep on Roger Bader's team as that period wore along. They got a little bit better, and Josef Jandac's message would have to be, guys, we know we're in good shape here. We know if we just play, we will get as many goals and points as we want, but we have to play it pretty straight up. We can't be too cute, we can't be too lazy, we can't be any of those things as we make sure that that door is shut tight and that the seam is true. You don't want to get anyone's hip caught on a ledge that doesn't line up properly. But just play it straight up and we'll be fine. They got themselves in trouble when they treated it too much just like a scrimmage, not enough like a game.
Shots 19-8 in favor of the Czechs in that opening 20 minutes as Nedjats has it, swings it across. Shot swallowed up by Kickert. It's Heika. Real good look there from the slot.
I like it for Kickert. He's not really played in this tournament. He's getting a chance to play a very difficult opponent that's going to put a lot of shots in on him. He's going to be under duress. There are no expectations. There is no pressure for Kickert, so he can stare down Heika and Faksa and Pasternak and all of them and really have himself a night he can be proud of.
Krejci, a goal and 5 assists starting the tournament. He's out in that top line as Pasternak. Jaskin tried to swing at it, hopped over his stick. And the battle continues. As David Krejci dishes off. Backhand, Jaskin stop. Rebound in front and Kickert. Another good stop as Jaskin. I think he's having some fun playing on this top line. As Hronek skates over to keep it in. Hronek whacks at it again. It's Pasternak going to the front of the net, as is Jaskin. He's muscled off the puck, drops to a knee. Pasternak behind the net, nearly intercepts it. Bouncing puck. And Jaskin fires it back in. Pasternak's on it. David Pasternak turns 22 on May 25th. Hard to believe he's still that young and had a dominant year in the National Hockey League as that stretched across the ice. Hronek swings it up ice as Hofer retreating defensively, plays the body, and Pasternak, who's been out there a while, he's going to change up. Jaskin, Faksa driving in, hopped over his stick as he drove towards the slot. Puck battle continues and play is finally whistled down, a hold.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be on Repik for grabbing Zwerger's stick. Zwerger was trying to put the pressure on him, but oh, it is going to be on Repik for grabbing the Checker stick, absolutely.
Checking, number 26,
Repik here is under duress, and this right here, once he puts a full firm grasp on it, then it's enough, although Zwerger's got a pretty good clamp on his arm. It might be a dueling hold, which we don't see very often.
So Austria comes in 6th in the tournament on the power play, 5 for 18. So 5 goals on 18 opportunities coming into today. And within 1 on the goal from Konstantin Kamerek. As Zavaros brings it over the blue line and drops it off. Fired along the boards. Some hustle by Ulmer to keep it in. Ladoum to Ulmer. Ladoum waits, fires, blocked in front. A nice job as Paganitz sends it up ice, and the race is on. Kubalik into the corner first. Kubalik drives, fires, and he whistled that just wide. His chance there is shorthanded, and alertly they'll swing it back into their own zone and kill off a few more seconds. As It's more of a cheek plate pass, and they dump it down. Try there to the front of the net, and Aika again. He's had one or two fantastic looks in this hockey game.
Kicker's got to recognize those bouncy boards. You get to the corner and intercept that dump. Don't let the Czech team beat you to it because you're stuck in the net. You got to get out of the net like this, knock it down to relieve that pressure opportunity.
Sent a ice to Shubnik in his skates and then fired all the way in to Schneider. Schneider, far wall, tried to chip it and chips it right to Cervenka. He dumps it down the ice. You have to think the longer it stays close, certainly going to benefit Austria as the Czechs might get a bit frustrated.
They'll get more engaged. And the Czechs may, in fact, get frustrated, but both teams realize they're not playing for anything in the standings.
Underfoot the steal in front, and he tried to drive it towards the net, knocked down. Back up to the far wall. As we're back to 5-on-5. Penalty comes to an end. Sent across. Underfoot takes the shot, fires again. Glove stop and the rebound for Schneider. Digs it to Ganal. Ganal down low, tipped. And Schneider back up to the point. Lutherwager just gets it in deep and goes off for a change. As the Czechs now bring it up ice with Cervenka going towards the net. Cervenka, Faksa, and Repik, a pretty good line so far in this game for the Czech Republic. As Raffle fires it into the far corner. Hoffer, good speed to get there first behind the net. Raffle, Hoffer, working, swung up top. As that shot from Schlacker in front, rebounded. Franzus can't find it. Finally, it's whistled down. A whole mess in front. And a big smile from Tevio Hoffer getting into the dirty areas.
Austria's come out to play in this second period, finding their game legs. A little bit more engaged, maybe a bit more confident now that they've closed the gap to just one. And drawing the power play, playing the offensive zone, puts the pucks in on Franzus. They're just not going to roll over and show up and go home with the one win against Belarus.
Back to the point, shot. And steered aside. Schlacker let it go. Here comes Horak. Sends it across Buchanan's fires that just missed. Guido down low. Guido behind the goal line. Working with Sklenika. Sklenika battling with his man. Buchanan's in the mix as well. Hedel picks it up. Dancing around. Here's Hedel. Puts on the brakes again. Fires for his screen and right on David Kickert as he holds it for a face-off in the Austrian zone.
Hedel dancing in this game. Feeling pretty good after that early marker. And puts another one into Kickert's glove. Dangerous area to play in international ice is that area up near the blue line because the defenders don't want to really chase you that far out. So you can find some time and space. If they do and you're able to beat them.
Right off the draw, spinning drive, and Netjas is on the rebound. As Kubalik's out in front. Kubalik, one-time shot, scores! Not a great shot, but it works. He's shaking his head. 3-1 Czech Republic.
Kubalik having a nice tournament. Picks up his third, finds a soft spot, and this is straight up fan job, and Kicker just pushes his blocker out it and can't adjust to the changeup. As Heika puts it on a tee for Kubalik, but he goes right underneath the puck, and Kicker's got his blocker there. He just can't adjust to the off-speed pitch. And Kubalik continues his good run. 7 points pretty quietly for Dominik Kubalik from the Czech Republic.
So put on your GM hat for me.
Yes.
Free agents, you're looking at maybe these two teams. Who do you like?
There's a few different guys floating around depending on their contracts and their age, and one of them is Dominik Kubalik. for the Czech Republic. 22 years old, played last year a little bit in Pilsen, also with Amber Piata in the Swiss League, and 2 years in the OHL, so he's been around North America. He's a free agent. He can come to the NHL kind of no strings attached. So I know a lot of NHL scouts, management are watching him closely. And beyond the 7 points, which are great, I'm not sure if he's a top 6 guy if I watch out here. But what you like about him is that he skates well enough and he seems responsible enough that he could probably play in the third line. And he looks to me like a guy who could step in and be a pretty good third liner in the NHL on a cheap contract, which we know all teams need, as early as next year. So watch for his name this summer, signed on with a team in the NHL.
Cervenka loses the puck battle, and here comes the Austrians led by Schneider. Schneider, far wall, zips it towards the net, and that bounces high and out of play. The Czechs with some life here in the second, and they lead by 2. Welcome back inside Royal Arena. The Czech Republic a 3-1 lead over Austria. You know the Czechs are locked in as the 3 seed in Group A. You know Austria will stay up in the main tournament and will not be relegated, so congratulations to them. They're up here for the first time since 2015 and will stay up.
You know, they did it without Thomas Vanek and Michael Grabner helped them out this year as well, 2 of their best NHLers.
Jaskin swings it around for David Krejci. Krejci fires it in as Gudas, I think, tripped over the blue line, but he's back up and all right. The blue line will get you. You got to be careful.
It's nice and slippery.
And Franzus alertly out to play it, slides it around for Morvachik. He plays it up for Jaskin at the near wall. Little touch pass. Krejci, Jaskin driving in. Jaskin out to the far circle and misses everybody and all the way back into the Czech zone.
Could not decide who he wanted to pass it to. He saw Gudas initially, thought about him, and then Krejci went to the same area.
Edel, stretch pass. Edel tried the drag move, lost it, centers it. Point shot, oh, broke it up in front, and that hurts. I think that was Hadum who took it in the back. Behind the net, Hadum in his own net, can't stop it. Chance in front. Borak. Back to the point, Jordan. Bakanitz touched it up as Jordan. His name is spelled like Michael Jordan, but it's not Jumpman, it's Jordan, the defenseman for the Czechs. Turnover. That shot, Volger missed by a few feet. As Daniel Volger loses the battle behind the net after that missed shot, and the Czechs bring it back up. Borak slides it across, wraparound try, and that was tied up as Skalinka was cutting in. Plekanec behind the net. Tomasz Plekanec waiting, near circle, head up, he'll sling it over, back to the point. Shot, and that missed with Hedel driving. Got to be careful too, with IIHF rules, you drive through that blue paint in the crease without the puck and they'll whistle that down. Bouncing puck and right to Netjas. Fires, and kind of a knuckler. Fooled kicker, but missed the net. Back to the point, long shot, tipped in front. Netjas right there for the rebound, so he's parked in front of the netminder. Opportunity now is Unterfund's lost his stick. So if the Czechs, let's see if they can take advantage. In the slot, Aika drops it off. Over to Netjas, near circle. Netjas, gonna chip it down low, backdoor pass, and just out of the reach. Kubalik tried to tee up Netjas. Just got their signals crossed up. Another shot right on the money, and finally, you see the frustration from Philip Hronek because he knew Hunkerfund had lost his stick, but David Kickert finally makes a stop for a faceoff.
All that offensive zone time. And a painful block by Hadom. You play in your own end that long, you're gonna have to block some shots to keep it out. Another one, Hadom with the foot right in front. And that's where the shot blocking stat is a bit misleading. If you're one of the best shot blockers in your league, chances are it means you played your own end away.
Sulak fires that back in for the Czech Republic. During the midway point of the second period, the Czechs leading 3-1. Konstantin Komarek. Sulak in a battle on the near wall. Fired in, and Franzus settles it down for Ratko Gudas. Gudas wanted Chervenka, picked off by Komarek. Komarek tries to get it towards the slot, continues to work. As Radek Faksa plays it for Sulak and moved up ice. Drop for Chervenka. Roman Chervenka back up to the point. Unfortunately for him, no one at that point as Sulak has to go back. Here's Sulak behind his own net. Intercepted, Hadum had picked it off. Backhand in front, Hadum going back door. Rockdenwald couldn't find him, and then Hadum loses an edge. Czechs bring it the other way. Pasternak fires, rebound in front, jamming away, and Yaskin was shut down by Kickert. Krejci brings it in, just onside. Krejci moves the puck, far wall. Stonika knocked off the puck. Krejci trying to help Jordan out there as well in the back end. As Pasternak is looking back door, but no one can get him the puck. Pasternak set up at the blue line, and there he goes. He's got the puck. Pasternak drops off to Canis, the trailer. Pasternak tries that little dangle to the front of the net, intercepted. And the Austrians, led by Moser, move it up. Shot, steered aside. Spanring spins, fires, and just getting a piece was Franzus. As Spanring let it rip from the slot. Schlacker back for Austria. And cutting in was Patrick Obrist, but a step offside. Czech Republic leading 3-1. Welcome back to Royal Arena. All right, Mike Johnson, GM hat again. We talked Czech Republic. How about somebody on Austria? As the Czechs bring it in.
A guy in a similar situation, number 16, Dominik Zwerger. Played for Andrei Piazza as well in Switzerland last year, a free agent. So that's a key. There's no contractual wranglings to get them out of a European club team. I'm not as sold on his immediate future into the NHL. He's got the right age, just 21 years old. More of a grinder, but the NHL is getting faster and faster and faster. Kubalik can certainly skate. Zwerger, I don't know he's got the wheels to play in the NHL, but I know he's on the radar because of his contract. The fact that he is available for free.
Well, free till you get him.
It's just money in one of your 50 contracts. That's all.
Driving the net in front, and a bouncing puck. Again, swallowed up as the trailer. Now, there is a Krejcik and a Krejci on this team, and that was Jakub Krejcik jumping into the blue line. Back to the point. Shot, and that's off the skate of Faksa and out of play.
We just spent a little while talking about Kubalik and why he might be a good fit for someone. I like the way he skates. I just like the way that he gets up and down the ice. Had a nice night in this one, 2 points. But you got a guy who can be trusted defensively, can score some goals, can maybe get 15, 18 goals in the NHL, in the points in the 30s without playing too much time on the power play. Also be good in the penalty kill. On an entry-level deal, you're onto something. It's a valuable commodity in the NHL.
Long stretch pass up ahead for Cervenka. Cervenka puts on the brakes, has Faksa helping him out. Faksa, Cervenka, battling. Faksa dives at it, gets it to the near circle for Epic. Repic in a puck battle with Shumnig. Cervenka, and there goes the hand. And a penalty to come from the Czech Republic as Austria go on the power play.
Cervenka's going to get one for some sort of hook interference.
And Sulak has seen enough. He whacks at it, touches up. So Kicker, who had a pretty casual skate over to the bench, is going to skate back.
2 minutes tripping.
Tripping on the back check as Cervenka was engaged in a puck battle. Knocked down the Austrian player.
So Mike, as a player, when you skate back to the bench and sit down, do you think they're going to just forget about it and won't call you back out? Because he went off pretty quick and sat down and just sort of waited.
If I could just blend into the bench, they might forget what number it was and take somebody on the ice.
So in a 3-1 hockey game, Austria back to the power play.
Although a good teammate understands whether or not you kill penalties, and let's say you kill penalties and took the penalty, if they put me in the box, I just take it because we'd rather have you available to us. You'd rather have a forward in there than a defenseman. You got to know the priority level of your value onto the bench. If you're not a guy who kills penalties and you get put in the box, then you go in there and try to take it.
Lane Viveros starts the play up ice. The young man born in Edmonton, Alberta, 22 years of age. And seeing time in the power play for Austria, but it's fired all the way back into the zone. There's Kubalik. Viveros, they're in a battle in the corner. Kubalik out there killing off the penalty. Shift over the blue line is Peter. Swings at it, Zwerger out of his reach, and Peter's got to hustle back. That's Heika on the move for the Czechs. 2-on-1 behind the net. Heika skated by it. Austria having some tense moments here with the power play in their own end. Shumnik starts it up ice. Here's Raffle as the NHLer works it in deep behind the net. Morvachik fires it into neutral ice. Under 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Fabio Hoffer, the give and the go. Hoffer drives towards the net. Shumnik the trailer. Swings it all the way around the boards. Fired into the slot area. It's picked off easily and sent down the ice by Horak. So 8 seconds to go in this man advantage, and really nothing happening as Konstantin Kamerik, who actually led in that D1 tournament, he had 9 points in Kiev, Ukraine last year to ensure that Austria got up to the main tournament. Cervenka out of the box and on the move behind the net. Sulak has to go back for the Czech Republic. Sulak plays give and go with Faksa. Faksa waits, still waiting in front and just over the stick of Gaskin. brought in just offside as Daniel Verger was moving in. Czech Republic leading 3-1. Welcome back to Royal Arena. So the Czechs, pretty good medal run a few years back. Gold in 2010, bronze 2011, bronze 2012. Haven't medaled since 2012. And a pretty good chance at the podium this year as that centering pass gets broken up and picked up by Daniel Verger. Verger chips and chases behind the net. Franzus out to play it. Moved up nice for Pasternak, stepping in. Pasternak looking, not a lot of help. As Krejci works it down for Krejci. David Krejci kicking, swinging at it, tries to get that puck loose. Schumnig from his feet continues to battle. Fans just doing their own chant here at Royal Arena, which I love. And a big collision there at center ice. Shot fanned on as Altman let it go. Stretch pass up ahead, and look out, Pasternak strong on his stick. Another shot wrapped around the boards as David Pasternak was sent in, but he was tied up, couldn't get a good opportunity off.
Good back check by Peter to get all the way in front of Pasternak, not take the penalty, which would have been a penalty shot at that point.
Up to Hedel. Jumps over Hedel's stick. Swung back up near the far wall. All the way over to Pakanitz. Pakanitz on net, kicker. Swings the stick at it with Hedel on one knee, driving towards the net. Hedel tries to throw it towards the net, picked off and moved up ice for Schneider. As Peter Schneider continues to chase behind the goal line. Gunnell trying to help him. Up to Thomas Pakanitz. Pakanitz drops. Hedel fires and right on kicker it is. The longtime Montreal Canadian traded to the Maple Leafs. Contributing for the Czechs.
Played against Pasternak and Krejci in the playoffs, and you see Pasternak trying to fend off Peter. Peter does a good job of the initial contact. Pasternak just loses his balance. The way Peter gets his left hand almost just onto the hip of Pasternak, doesn't really reach with his right hand, prevents it from being a penalty shot. Very close, but good no call.
Pasternak 20 points in the playoffs, 80 points in 82 games in the regular season.
A nice 100-point season.
Star rising for the Boston Bruins. Long shot from distance, rebound, and Netchas was there.
Who have been the best players for the Czech Republic tonight? Hedel, Netchas, Haika. Not surprising to see the young guys, because there's not much to gain for either team playing this game, but the young guys who still have something to prove, trying to find their roster spot, have the energy late in the tournament that they're bringing a little bit more in this game than perhaps the Krejci, Yashkin, Pasternak line, who have been dangerous, but not quite like they have been.
Guda slows up, in front shot just high. But to your point, especially not as much Netchas, but Hedel against some of the tougher teams, your Russias or your Switzerlands, maybe disappears a little bit more.
Yeah. But he's got a little more time, a little more space and puck play in this game. And he's showing how dangerous he can be.
Shot, kicked aside as Fabian Hofer Directed it towards Franzus. Final minute in the second. Netjas skating behind the net, whipped along the boards. And a foot race into the corner. Hoffer, head up, looking for help. Met by Netjas. Konstantin Kamerek picks it up, slings it in front, and that's deflected all the way down the ice with 35 seconds to go. Altman fires it in, and that'll be icing for a face-off in front of kicker.
We mentioned the young guys. Micah is one of them who tracks this loose puck. Has an empty net, but another good stick by Unterweger to take it away. It's amazing, we watch all these replays, how many times the chance is there and it just catches a skate blade, a stick, the amount of shots that get blocked or tipped in and around the crease. As an offensive guy, it's still frustrating to watch because you know you work so hard to get the chance, so hard to get there, and then almost a lucky break for the defensive team makes it all for naught.
Final few seconds here in the second period. Shot off the stick as Slanika let it go, didn't get through. Kept it at the far wall, worked down low, in front, and just missing was Faksa. You probably rewind that tape. Just missing Faksa about 8 times. I said that in this hockey game. Tape for our younger viewers is something we used to play music on. Anyways, I digress. The Czech Republic, a goal in the second period to pull ahead by 2. Intermission to come. Mark Rowe, Bob Harry.
Czech Republic 10, Austria 4.
It's not about the play. It's the shaving gel that matters. Nivea Men Ultra Glide Technology. For an ultra close shave without irritating your skin. Nivea Men, the art of shave. Introducing the 2018 IIHF ad. Player statistics. Team statistics. Live updates. And introducing Guessing Game. Predict each game's final score. Win balls and compete with hockey fans around the world. From any smart device, in your own language. The 2018 IIHF app, powered by Skoda. Download it now from the Apple App Store and Google Play. Skoda. Simply better.
Welcome back inside Royal Arena. Second game of our doubleheader tonight on TSN. As we approach 10 p.m. local time. Pavel Francouz, 12 shots against, just allowing the 1 goal. And that goal to Konstantin Kamarik. David Kickert in his first World Championship game. He's actually made some great saves. Filip Chytil, Thomas Heika, and Dominik Kubalik. The only goal in that second period. So here in 3, Mike Johnson, you were checking out some of the ice times, and pretty much your storyline off the top of the show is what the head coach, Josef Gandic, is going with.
We talked about rolling 4 lines. Don't put any taxing amount of ice time on any player, forward or defense, and they've done that. The lowest forward's just under 8 minutes. The highest one is about 11.5. That's a very tight spread in a game. So Josef Gandic just making sure everyone plays. Everyone just goes next man up, keep rolling it over, and they'll do that again, I'm sure, through the final 20.
Netjas, Heika, and Kubalik back on the ice. It's Netjas. Brings it over the blue line, drops it off for Libor Sulak. Heika. Weaving behind the goal line. Heika. Zips it down low. Sulak in deep, so he's going to back up his stretch pass up ahead for Hunter Fund, the captain. Matko Gudas, though, there to pick it up for the Czech Republic. Up for Netjas. Netjas weaving to the backhand. Nice stop, Kickert.
That was a beautiful drag to the inside by Netjas. Full speed, fearless cut right in front of the goalie. Well done.
Ravicek. Unterberger picks it up, drives it towards the net off the side of the net, picked up by the Czech Republic. David Krejci will give it, go to the net, long shot, rebound right over Krejci's stick. That's Krejci. Drops for Jaskin. Dmitry Jaskin, 1-on-2 in the near corner. Comes down below the goal line. Jaskin continues to pursue, as does David Pastrnak, who falls at the far wall. Back up, he's just fine. Krejci dishes for Jaskin. Shot right in Kickert's pads, and he covers up with David Krejci parked right on his front door.
The offensive skills coming to shine once again. Here's Netjas. Pivot and maintain his speed really nice, but that little toe drag on Šumnig is beautiful. He's got a back checker in Ganal, and at full speed, he's able to go laterally while maintaining that speed. As you can see, currently the fastest player in this game by about 0.7 kilometers, so half a mile faster than anybody else.
Who's recording that stuff? That's impressive to me. Like, got a speed gun for every guy?
I think it's just a distance and time calculation.
Yeah, I like it. We're getting so smart now in 2018, all this stuff.
It's fascinating. Player tracking is coming. At some point, they'll put a chip into the jersey so we know how fast everyone goes and how far they skate.
In front, Cervenka. Trying to fire it towards the net. Baksa picks it up. Shot high, and Kicker didn't see it, and a body down, and that body is Lucas Hadum.
So good sportsmanship there as Faksa checks in on his opponent. Little tap to the side of the head. And everyone goes off okay. Oh, it's a follow through up into Hadum's helmet from Faksa on the shot. That can be super dangerous. Unintentional. Oh, right in the back of his neck. Ouch. Thank goodness it caught him in the back and not the front.
Face off to the left of David Kicker. Plekanec tied up by his man. Spanring. Trying to drive up ice. He's all down.
Chytil accidentally gets his stick caught up in the skates of Spanring, so the Austrians will get to go to the power play, try to close this to within 1. Chytil obviously knows he could catch Spanring anytime he wants, but tangles his stick up between the legs, down he goes. Chance for Austria.
Don't shoot the messenger, but Latvia has tied the game in Harning against Canada, so it's 1-1 there in the second period.
We're watching the highlights of that game, and it appeared that Latvia had the bulk of the scoring chance in the second period as well, so Canada's looked very good. Uh-oh. Second penalty
behind the net, yeah.
Repik tripping up Kickert.
So Kickert's up, and
Long 5-on-3 here. Don't touch it if you're the Czechs. Just leave it. I guess that would be icing, so that's okay. And, well, here we go.
15, number 26,
Rebic trying to get back in the, tries to cut it. Yeah, clicking heels with the goaltender, taking a path that was getting closed off. No real need to even complain on it. So here we go, 5-on-3. We'll see what the Austrian can do to get back within one.
Whoever's got those speed guns, I want one on kicker next time he has to skate to the bench. He's not going very fast.
4.8
to get the extra attacker out there. So what a chance. 5-on-3 for 1:31 for the Austrians as they play pass. Hofer behind the net. Raffle parked right in front. Unterweger. Down low. Hofer still waiting. Side of the net. Kamaric. Raffle at front, directed, and Raffle takes a stick up high as Jordan says hi. Rubs him out in front, and a nice stop from Franzus.
The Austrians taking a page from Russia's 5-on-3, looking to generate from behind the net. Now, they're not trying to use their point men as shooters for one-timers, but they're trying to draw the Czechs' attention away from the guy in front and then slip it into Raffle for a good opportunity like they just did.
So Kamaric, Hofer, Raffle stay out up top. Unterweger. Hofer. Kamaric, they play pass. Hofer in front, Raffle found it. Kamaric fires, and Franzus lost it, but he's got it. And it's whistled down for another faceoff.
It's a good idea. Hofer's trying to find it to Raffle's stick. Now Raffle could one-time this puck better on this side, but he's being bothered by all the sticks in and around his body before it carries over Kamaric. It's got to be quicker. And if you want to collapse in on Raffle, then Unterweger, number 92, has to be a one-time option from a very dangerous spot if that one forward Foxo wants to cheat down and help the man in front of the net. Oh, it's our favorite defenseman taking a face-off. Oh, he wins it.
Did you ever see in all your time playing hockey defensemen practicing face-offs?
No, never practicing. Saw it take him occasionally while shorthanded like that. Just happened, but they got enough to work on, let alone face-offs.
You'll see that sometimes in the 3-on-3 overtime, and it's a crucial face-off, and you know, forwards waved out, and maybe you got 2D out there, depending on the situation, like a Erik Karlsson type.
There wasn't 3-on-3 when I was playing, so we didn't have to worry about that situation.
In this tournament, as Raffles parked in front, backdoor, and good look, Hofer. Couldn't get the shot off. He's back on it. Hofer swings at it again, has it, down low, past Raffle. Kamaric. Konstantin Kamaric, far circle. Waiting, Raffle in front to the forehand. Hofer in his skates, he couldn't get it to his stick. Otherwise, a wide open net up top on Franzus. And now, one of the penalties over, so just 15 seconds remaining, and a glorious chance for Austria is coming to an end. As Raffle gets it in deep, Moravchik around for Gudas, high off the glass and down the ice. As Lane Baveros played 4 seasons with Portland in the WHL. Starts this play up ice. That shot in front, and the captain, Hunter Funt, was upended, driving to the net, had Schneider in his sights. Schneider, Ganal, steals. Ganal, weaving, fires, glove down by Franzus, and if he sees it, he's likely going to stop it in this hockey game. He's had a very sharp tournament.
That was some really good penalty killing. The work between Sklenica and Jordan was very good, not considering the face-off, which was won like a champ by Sklenica, but really the active sticks and recognizing where the danger areas were. Not getting tied up physically, and the guys at the bench having some fun about that face-off.
And the Czechs have allowed 6 power play goals coming into today, so you know you want to work in everything going into the quarters. Special teams, not to be captain obvious, but huge, especially in those games. It's David Krejci. Far wall, lost it, sent up ahead. Ganal waiting for help. Ganal to Schneider in front, and the shot stopped by Franzus as Schneider was parked right in front. Battle continues as Manuel Ganal Tries to give and go. Near circle, Hunter Funt. As it swatted off his stick. Pasternak. Plays it back for Hronek. Cross ice for Pasternak. With Jaskin. Pasternak alertly in front. Krejci. Weak angle shot, and having the angle covered was David Kicker.
Trying to get Kicker to pull off the post. It's fun to watch David Krejci play offensive hockey because he can beat you with his skill for sure, but he oftentimes tries to beat you with his brain by predicting where you're going to go, manipulating where the time and space is, and trying to sell a backdoor play enough to get Kicker to drift off the post and drip it in short side. It's just the thought to go through all those different factors, the speed of a game, and pull it off. It's impressive.
Turnover, span ring, circles. Fires in, down low to Obrist. Swung to the far wall. Kubalik gets dropped. Sulak. Hair flowing over the blue line. Sulak fires, kick stop, rebound, and that was fanned on as Kubalik was following up, looking for his second goal of the game. Sulak might have the best hair, but we're going to see Manaveillon tomorrow, who plays for France. That beard, I saw that up close in the lobby today. It's unreal.
He's in mid Stanley Cup final form.
Long shot, Jordan didn't get through. As Alexander Ruckenwald moves it up ice. Sent up for Zwerger. Dominic Zwerger in his first men's world championship. Played with Spokane, Everett in the WHL. Ruckenwald behind the net in the battle of the nines with Sklenika. Zwerger has the puck again behind the goal line. Zwerger to the far wall, shot, puts a body in front, spinning, and alertly Francouz sends it behind the goal line. As Pavel Francouz has been sharp. Plays with Traktor Chelyabinsk in the KHL. Back-to-back seasons leading the KHL in save percentage.
Gaudy numbers he put up in the KHL. 946 save percentage this year. That's the stuff you put together for a couple weeks, not for a season.
Stretched up ahead, Michael Raffel with a step. Raffel in, weak shot, rebound, and Francouz finds it. As Raffel, he's been tied up a lot in this game. It's the Czechs leading by 2.
Welcome to Skoda, fan of the game.
Monday night in Royal Arena, Copenhagen, Denmark, home to about 1.3 million people. Fabulous city. We're on the outskirts of the city, sort of like a suburb, about 20 minutes from the airport. Great arena, brand new, opened up last year. A good fan area outside, a beer gardens, and a lot of fun from all the nations, getting to know each other. And one thing that really stands out in this experience is just the sportsmanship and camaraderie from all the nations.
Yeah. The fans who have a great time at the games, enjoy supporting their countries.
In the slot, big shot stopped us. Again, Pavel Francouz being solid when he has to. Czechs turn it up ice, centering pass off the skate as Hedel drives behind the net. Altman meets him and Manuel Ganal starts up for the Austrians. Ganal to Konstantin Kamarik, who fires it in. Ganal colliding with Franzus behind the net, shot empty net, and wow, the defenseman Libor Sulak dived and saved one. Back up to the point. Muntenwerger drops it off, shot, Hunterfont let it go, and was in and out of the glove of Franzus.
And they call Schneider on a crease violation after Sulak bails out his goaltender. How about this block? Glove saving a beauty, get his hand out there. As Franzus was tangled up in behind the net. That is a nice recovery from Sulak on the block. And there's the magic spray. A little numbing cream on there to get him through the rest of the game.
He's 24 years old, Mike, signed by the Red Wings to an AHL contract. Played a couple games with Grand Rapids, but most of it with the Czech Extraliga back in the Czech Republic.
Fantastic skater. He really can get up the ice.
Sklenika behind his own net. Pasternak swings at it, turned over. Schneider nearly had a good look in the slot, but it's broken up. Pasternak to Krejci, one-on-one. Krejci swings it across. Sklenika down low. Krejci. Oh, making moves, slashed at as he's hauled down. As David Krejci pays the price, but he draws the penalty.
Shifty as always. Hunterfont gets caught standing still and reaching.
Number 27, penalty, tripping.
That is a bad combination against David Krejci. As he rolls this one in the middle, stick that back leg out because he's been caught. Knocking down David Krejci.
Fox taking the draw, controlled by Austria and fired down the ice. So 1-1 inheriting still Canada-Latvia. They just showed a shot of GM Marty Brodeur, and that's the look of stress. That is the look of a stressed man.
In that group, there's been two tough games for Canada, US and Finland. They lost them both and not looked great doing it.
Kubalik down low, fires, scores right in the circle. Tomasz Hajka, power play goal, checkmate. Czech Republic up by 3.
Hajka showing the kind of finish that made him about a point-a-game player in the American League. And Spanring can't drop down fast enough. He's so far over by the face-off dot that Obrist can't get over there either. It's a real dead spot and a nice pull. It's difficult to one-time that puck all the way across the grain to the far side of the net. You really have to get your body over there and get set. Hajka does that to get his second of the night.
Tomasz Hajka, a 6th-round pick of the Kings back in 2012. It's getting a 4-1 hockey game. We're through the midway point now of this third period. And for the Czechs, now up by 3, comfortable lead. We'll see if we get some extra razzle-dazzle as Pasternak fires and David Kickert. Well, David will remember his first World Championship game. Played against some of the best in the NHL.
He's got nothing to feel bad about. He's been very good in this game.
Ruckenwald moves it up ice. Swerger, nice moves. Hadum driving behind the net. Back up top. Unterberger fires. Kick stopped by Franzus. Stretched up for Morvacek. There's Morvacek. 1-on-4. Tries to throw it towards the net. Intercepted. Stick goes flying behind the play. And Raffel with a step on his man. Raffel in. Fires. Scores! Michael Raffel. Lovely goal up top. 4-2 hockey game.
Beauty by Michael Raffel as he dances the defenseman and tucks it over the glove of Franzus. And Sklenicia's back, so 1-on-1. We call this a stop and go to slow. Fake, you're gonna stop up and then get the defense to bite and then continue on by him. Slams on the brakes there, and then you've got Sklenicia biting on the fake. Quick finish, use your stick to get it across the front of the net. Good reach, good finish. Kalinic knows he was burnt on that one.
Michael Raffle. Lovely goal, 64 goals in 345 career NHL games. Of course, the Flyers lost in that first round of the Penguins back in the NHL playoffs.
13 goals this year is a pretty good number, though, for a support checking minded forward.
So 4-2 as David Krejci has it, slings it across. Wanted Jordan, nobody home, so the Czechs will reset. David Pastrnak works it across the ice, and Jordan steps into it around the boards. Picked off by Raffle. Raffle chips it in. Kamaric, an awful spill there as he sort of fell awkwardly. He's fine, gets back up, chases after Jordan. One thing not slowing down the Austrian fan base, right behind Franzus, is Pastrnak weaving in. It's the backhand back from Baxa, in front, shot and stopped, and just stopped as Chervenka, with a grin on his face, he couldn't beat kicker. Welcome back, Royal Arena. Michael Raffle pulling Austria within 2. What do you make of their pushback here, Mike?
They're having fun. They're playing hard. It's their last game of the tournament. They'll be back next year, though, is what they're most concerned about. But some skill play by Michael Raffle. NHLer making an NHL play.
They'd love a Thomas Vanek or a Michael Grabner to kind of compliment him, but some years you just don't get the firepower you hope for. Shot glove down by Franzus. Thomas Vanek, 5th overall by Buffalo back in 2003. Highest draft pick in Austrian history. Of course, Grabner, 9 NHL seasons. We saw him with the Rangers and then dealt to the Devils for their brief playoff run.
They could use all the support they can get, but they won the game they had to win, and they deserve credit for sticking in this game as long as they have, because this one could have gotten out of hand early as the Czechs scored 2 goals in the first 2.5 minutes of the game. They fought them to a standstill since that point.
Puck fired in behind Franzus. Over to Vorger. Daniel Vorger swinging at it, and the Czechs come away with it. Just over 7 minutes to go in this 3rd period as Hilo knocked down on the far wall. Swung up to Ratko Gudas. Gudas, long, high shot, missed everything. Altman steals from Hedel and swings it along the boards. Fired in front, Hedel chips at it, deflects high off the glass. Mario Altman swings it up ice, and back to pick it up is Netchas. Swung behind the net. And Stolika starts it up ice for Netchas with Haika. Drop pass. Back up to the point. And just out of reach was Kubalik, who had to back up. Blowing a tire behind the net. Turnover. Hadum parked right in front. Fired back in is Adum's line, trying to crate off the steal and can't. Hronek moves it to the far wall. Some space here. Adum fires, stopped. You know, Franzus, his body of work fantastic in this tournament, in this game, and I know the Austrians don't have a bunch of Wayne Gretzky's on their team, but he's made the saves he's had to make sure it is 4-2.
Yeah, he's a solid world-class goalie. Just because he's not in the NHL, don't discount how good he is. Internationally, he has been fantastic.
The other goalie, I won't even call him a backup because he's been great, is Riddick, who we saw with the Calgary Flames, backing up Mike Smith this season. Turnover, back to Peter, fires, and right on the glove. Franzus holds that for a face-off in the Czech zone. Czechs lead, 4-2. Welcome back inside Royal Arena. Custody Kameric right off the draw, tries the backhand. That's broken up as Repik sends it up ice. Cervenka, the captain, behind the goal line. Stripped to the puck, and here is Raffl, who's pulled Austria within 2. Raffl, Kameric driving. Raffl behind the goal line. Hoffer trying to help out. Hoffer steals. Back to Raffl as he picks it up behind the goal line, accepting the pass from Kameric, and that's picked off. Long shot, misses the mark as Repik is on it. Faksa goes towards the front of the net. Cervenka takes a bump from behind.
Thought he caught a stick up high, and he's checking the damage on his way to the bench, but no penalties.
All right, so we got a triple header coming your way tomorrow in group play, the final day. There's a slash on the hand, and right in front of the official.
Pasternak has a conversation with a mid-play.
Krejci's in now, around the net. Krejci, head up, far circle, still waiting. Fires, bouncing puck, rebound, picked up by the Czechs out front. Shot, Krejci again, couldn't get it through. So Sweden, Russia, that's the big one we're going to focus on, Mike, for tomorrow night. How do you handicap that one?
It's going to be a fantastic game. Winner gets first, which is a likely far easier matchup than potentially Canada right now. Looks like they're going to be third over in Group B. So you got Canada in the quarterfinals, the loser of Sweden, Russia tomorrow. So they'll know that. They'll do the math. They'll understand what's at stake. And it should be a great atmosphere. We know the proximity to Sweden, Malmo here, just 30 or so miles away, and it should be a rocking place.
It is a 25-minute train ride from Malmo across the Öresund Bridge.
And a couple of injuries, Pettersson and Gustafsson for Sweden, but with Hornqvist, I think Forsberg's supposed to play tomorrow night, Ekholm as well. Nice replacements to have.
And that's a long shot from distance, misses. Jordan picks it up. That's the defenseman, Gustafsson.
Yeah, not the backup goaltender.
The goalie of the future for the Ottawa Senators. Second-round draft pick of the Penguins. Came over in the Brassard deal. Under 4 minutes to go. And the Czechs enjoying a 4-2 lead. Shot from distance picked off. As Rockenwald Lost the puck. Back to the far wall, and no matter what happens here, the Austrians pretty content with their tournament. They even got 2 goals in here, held in tough as Raffl. Nice move, Raffl's in, fires, scores! Don't go anywhere yet. Michael Raffl, second of the game. Austria within 1.
Michael Raffl feeling it off his first goal, decides to go even better on the second. A beauty to get Austria within 1. Merrick slides it over, and now it's just 1 on the world. And he gets Krejci standing still. See you later. And a quick release, Francouz way out of the net, but Raffl beats him cleanly. You can't play defense standing still. No matter how many layers of support you have to move up and back with the pace of the player. Krejci learns that the hard way as he is walked by Raffl.
All right, so
here we
as
go.
I was about to say, Mike, Austria obviously a great chance to still win this game. Raffl, 2 pretty quick goals here in the third, within 1. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Kamara on the puck, far wall. Hoffer in front, spinning chest, Raffl again. And Francouz just got enough, and a little different buzz in the building now.
I love it, the Austrian bench, everyone up standing and watching it into the game.
Etchas was moving in.
It's fantastic. They're feeling their opportunity to get another upset. Etchas goes offside. Here's Raffl. There's the first goal after he walks Slinichka. And then the second one splits the defense inside out. Let the puck go. Quick release. And we got ourselves a frantic finish here.
Puck chipped in towards David Kickert. So we hit the 2-minute mark here in the third period. Hunterfunt, the guy intended for the pass, picked off. Schneider's got it, little backhand. And here's the captain, Hunterfunt. Driving near wall as Repik gets it up ice. Cervenka was open for a 2-on-1, that's picked off. Pass in front, Canal fires, kick stop. Wow. Francouz makes another nice stop, battle at the blue line, and look out, breakaway. Shot off the bar, off the iron as Faksa nearly put the dagger in. Wow, back and forth game. Ganal drops it off. Konstantin Kamaric flips it up ice. Another turnover as the top line is out. Shot fanned on. David Krejci on the near wall. Jams at the puck. Flip back in. Dmitry Yaskin driving behind the goal line. 46 seconds remaining. We'll see if Kickert heads to the bench. Can't yet. Krejci blows a tire, gets back up. Yaskin there to help him. With a top line up for the Czechs, they continue to kill off more seconds in the offensive zone. Back up to Ratko Gudas. Sulak. Puck deflects into the near wall. 23 seconds to go. Raffl lost it. Yaskin. Pasternak with room. Pasternak in to the forehand. And stopped by Kickert. Even he didn't know for a second, but he stopped it.
David Kickert, why not? Keep on kicking to the end on David Pasternak. Line change sends him alone. He's trying to open up 5-hole. And he gets the back, is wide open. It's the back of his right leg that swings underneath to create that chance. That was one breakaway he turned aside. Here's another one that beat him, but quick release from Faksa. Square off the crossbar and back at him. And so with just 15 or so seconds left, Austrian will take their time out and see if they can devise something from their own end on a draw to win it and get all the way down the other end for a goal. Be difficult to conceive for Roger Bader, but see what he can come up with.
For Bader, his first year coaching at the top level, he was that D1 tournament coach in Ukraine to get him up to the main tournament. began coaching way back in 1988 at the age of 24 in Switzerland. And a pretty successful tournament. And what a way to cap it. If they can somehow, in 14 seconds and change, find a way to tie this up in 4. That would be something. The veteran, Thomas Buchanan, though, out for a critical draw. Trying to kill off the final few seconds.
I'd like to see be really aggressive, take the goalie out at this point.
Which one, Franzus? That'd be very aggressive.
Kick it out of there, see what happens. Send a flyer, who cares?
So Kameric,
there we go.
Controls, final rush. What do they got? Hoffer taken down in the corner, 4 seconds to go. Chipped along the boards near the far wall. Empty net, but time runs out. But the Czech Republic, they've won 5 straight games. They are locked in as the 3rd seed in Group A. And full credit to Austria. The battle back and the kickback from David Kickert and company, but it's the Czechs winning 4-3. Good night from Copenhagen.
Czech Republic 10, Austria 15. And in the entire game, Czech Republic 39 and Austria 27. Ladies and gentlemen, the best players of each team will be awarded with the official watch from Tissot, official timekeeper of the 2018 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship. The prizes will be presented by Thomas Wu, Vice President of the IIHF, and Christian Hartl, Chief Executive Officer of Team Austria. And the best player of Team Austria is number 41, Mario Altmann. And the best player of Team Czech Republic is number 71, Thomas Hicke. Ladies and gentlemen, now the award of the 3 best players of Team Austria in the tournament will be presented by Krusovic, official sponsor of the 2018 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship. The 3 best players award are selected by each team and will be presented by Maria Rothheiser Scotti, Ambassador of Austria to Denmark. And the best player of Team Austria is number 3, Peter Schneider, number 28, Martin Schumnik, and number 29, Bernhard Schachbaum. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Czech Republic. 2018 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship will continue in Royal Arena tomorrow at 12:15 in the game between Switzerland and France. Get your official merchandise today. Don't forget to visit the IIHF merchandise stand in the fan zone. And remember, you can buy your tickets. You can get your tickets for the next game. They can be bought at Ticketmaster 4 copies in the arena and in the fan zone. And we thank you for an exciting game and kindly ask you to remember all your belongings as you exit Royal Arena. And we hope to see you soon.
Thomas, you've had a tough schedule these past 6 days, but it didn't seem to bother you any. How were you feeling out there?
Well, honestly, I was feeling pretty good. It's nice that we won, and our line played really good, and at 3 goals, I think. And last game we had a lot of chances as well, but we didn't really generate the chances. But we're glad that it worked today.
5 straight wins heading into the quarterfinals now. Do you guys feel like you're a true contender?
Well, we know, it's going to be tough. We knew it. The game today, it's going to be really hard, and it was. But we're ready for our quarterfinal, and obviously we have a really good team, and these guys, working so hard. So I'm really looking forward to play the quarterfinal.
How closely will you be watching the USA-Finland game?
Well, obviously, we'll be watching, but it doesn't matter, who you're going to play against, because you have to beat everyone if you want to win the World Championship.
Well, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Michael, despite the loss, does the team still feel victorious that you've stayed in the top division?
Yes, that was our main goal, and we didn't do that for quite a long time, so I'm very proud of the boys. It was a good tournament for us.
And for yourself, it seemed like at the end of the game there, something came alive in you getting 2 goals. Was it a push for the end to try and come out with a win for the team?
Yeah, obviously you try to win if you play out here, and we certainly had a chance. They turned it down pretty good after the first 10 minutes, though. I mean, they were better the whole way, and they deserved to win tonight for sure.
This is a team that is staying in the top division 2 years in a row for the first time in 10 years. What has this experience been like for your whole crew?
Well, it was awesome. I think whole Austria, Hockey Austria was proud of us that we accomplished that, and so are we.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.